Guys, I'm so happy to shoot this video for you today. In this video, we are diving deep into the concept of the zones in Matrix of Destiny, and I will explain what each zone is responsible for, where it is located, and how to interpret the numbers in it. So make sure to subscribe to my channel to stay tuned, and if you want to get your Matrix of Destiny analyzed by me, click the link in the description. I prepared an amazing presentation for you, so you will not only listen to me, but also you will look at everything I'm talking about, so you will understand everything. Let's start. The first zone in the matrix is a self-portrait. This number is your day of birth. In the A zone, the birth number is simplified, and in all the zones, the number is simplified to 22. If the birth number is greater than 22, it is necessary to sum up these two numbers. Like if you were born on the, for example, 25th, you have 2 and 5. You sum up these numbers and you will get 7. If the number is from 1 to 22, you don't have to do anything. You just write it as it is. So the energy in the zone A is the brightest. It's our portrait of the individual, reflecting our ego. Its influence on us is immediately visible. The energies in this zone encrypt the main line of behavior of the individual and the task to be accomplished during your life. A person can use a resource from this zone. It's very important. Only if the energy is in the positive. So if the energy appears in the negative state, then the person does not have the opportunity to get the resource from this zone, from his self-portrait. The next zone is B. It's your connection with the universe or God, whatever you believe. The number coincides with the month of birth. So its number is always from 1 to 12 because we have only 12 months in a year. The energy in this zone is responsible for communication with higher powers. It gives an understanding of the spiritual processes in your life and is responsible for the establishment of the life path. If the energy in this B zone isn't the positive, then a person's eyes are burning, they are filled with the desire to live and create. These people clearly understand why they came into this world and what their path is. If the energy is in the minus, then this energy leaves a person without support and confidence. It is difficult for a person to find their way to live every day in joy and harmony. The zone C is the sum of the year of birth. For example, the year of birth is 1986, and we sum up 1 plus 9 plus 8 plus 6 equals 24, and 24 is greater than 22, then thus we sum up 2 digits, 2 and 4. It's 6. This zone is responsible for the unresolved material problems of the past lives. This is a rather difficult zone of karma, which includes not only solving financial issues, but also taking care of the general state of health. When this energy in the minus, it manifests itself as a lack of money. And if the person doesn't understand the reasons for the minus manifestations of this energy and doesn't take any actions, then the next lesson of fate will be related to the sphere of health. The D zone and other 2 points is your karmic lesson. This energy gives an understanding of what will influence the current life and provides the opportunity to correct mistakes made in the past incarnations through various lessons. These lessons carry them negative manifestations, unfortunately, of this energy, which you see this in these zones, which is worth paying attention to in order to work through a karmic task. To help bring energy into the positive state, fate will attract people in your life who will reflect you. For example, if a person was unfair in past incarnation, then in this life they will suffer from someone injustice towards them. And situations will be repeated and repeated until the person finally learns a lesson. The center of your chart is the comfort zone. This is a code of internal strength. This energy influences a person's ability to express themselves in a society, to achieve significant results and high status. And with understanding of this energy, a person begins to move towards the true manifestation of themselves. Now we are moving to the next 3 zones, which are responsible for your talents. 3 upper energies, B, B1, B2, form spiritual and creative karma. At point B, there is a talent from higher powers. Point B1 is a talent of self-expression, and point B2 is responsible for skills and abilities that we have inherited from previous incarnations. In addition, each of us has inherited talents from the family in which our additional talents and resources are hidden. Talents in the male line are located on points F, S1, S2, and the talents in the female line are located on points G, P1, P2. 3 energies on the left form the child-parent karma. Points A, A1, A2. By knowing the energies on the left side of the matrix, we can understand what grudges we have against our parents, what problems there may be in relationship with them, what lessons we will learn from our children, and so on. 3 energies on the right, point C, C1, C2, form material karma. Point C1 tells us how we made money in the past, what mistakes we made regarding finances. The sum of the energies shows at point C2 what a person liked to spend money on in the past incarnations and what he was ready to do for the sake of money. Analysis of this point will help you to understand why you handle the finances in this way you handle it, why on a subconscious level you spend money on something that doesn't give you the result you need. 3 energies at points C1, X2, X form the financial zone. Using the X2 point under the dollar sign, you can determine which profession is best suited for your self-realization. 3 energies at points D1, X1, X form a zone of relationships. D1 tells you about what you should be like in order to find an ideal partner and what needs to be worked out so that the relationship develops harmoniously. The following energy in the middle of the relationship zone under the heart sign will tell you what kind of partner you need. If the energy is positive, then your partner will correspond to the description from this zone. However, if the energy is in the minus, is negative, then the partner will be a complete antipode. 60% of the time, the first sign of an ideal partner is when their birthday energy matches your destiny code under the heart. So, for example, I was born on the 6th of November and I have 10 under the heart. So we can say that the perfect partner for me may be the person who was born on the 10th. I hope my husband doesn't hear this because he was born on the 9th. Okay, well, the point located in the middle of the finance zone and the relationship zone, which is X, is responsible for the balance between making money and being in a relationship. This shows how the relationship will impact money flow. Does your partner interfere with earning money? Does the process of making money prevent you from meeting a partner? Sexiness code is located at points E, E1, E2. This is one of the most important aspects in a person's life. Understanding yourself and your desires, accepting the fantasies that excite you is very important, because otherwise we do not receive certain emotions that are important to us and begin to express ourselves negatively in society and with people close to us. The matrix provides a detailed description of sexiness to understand yourself and your needs, as well as the needs of your partner. With this knowledge, you will always be able to correctly convey to your partner what you need, what you want, negotiate, and avoid possible difficulties in intimate relationship. And the last one is ancestral programs. These are the lessons on parental scenarios that are associated with the thoughts, feelings, and emotions and actions of our ancestors. You know, these are exams that we need to take at 10, 30, 50, and 70 years old. The upper part of the ancestral square contains information about spiritual karma, and the lower part contains information about the material karma of our ancestral line. Spiritual karma is the experience of our ancestors, which consists of their way of thinking at point F and the expression of feelings at point G. The energies located in these programs were lived by our ancestors for several generations, according to a negative scenario. So at the genetic level, we get a tendency to live the same scenario negatively, and these are programs. If you understand the situation and work on yourself, programs can be turned into talents. Material karma is the actions committed by the ancestors at point K and the emotions experienced at the point Y. 3 digits are generic programs, tasks we have to work with throughout our lives. As always, you can order your Matrix of Destiny reading from me, link in the description. And there you can also sign up for a future Matrix of Destiny course on which I'm working right now. If you want to make me happy, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel, because I'm your favorite numerologist and spiritual coach. I'm going to upload a lot about metrics and spirituality as well. Always be grateful for everything you have, and see you in the next video.